there we go. So the next thing that I want to talk about is getting attention to your NFTs. And what I have heard, also what I have experienced, is to use Twitter, Instagram, and Clubhouse to get attention to your NFTs. And what I want to talk about right now is using Twitter to get attention to your NFTs. So you want to, of course, set up your collection on whatever site you'll be using, whether it's, I'm on OpenSea right now. I have intentions to put a piece on Polkadot. I also have intentions to maybe spread out into Rarible. But in any case, you want to, whether you're doing NFT art or NFTs in general, you want to take to Twitter, Instagram, and Clubhouse. I, ranking wise, would say Twitter, Clubhouse, and then Instagram. Instagram is kind of, as it always has been, the highlight reel, and I'll talk more about that in the Instagram video. But as far as Twitter goes, you want to of course, use the major hashtags like hashtag NFT art, hashtag NFTs, hashtag NFT collectors, hashtag NFT collector, and also show some love and like show some genuine love. Just spend some time. For me, I make sure, just because it's like I'm just not the way my schedule is set up, I'm not just lying at home and I have all the time in the world to do these things, but I know they matter. So I have to schedule some time aside every day to like post content on social media and also engage with my audience and the audience of the world that I'm entering into, which is the NFT space. So I set a time aside. See, y'all, my brain is like all over the place. It's been a busy day, but I set time aside to make sure that I do that every day. I post on Twitter every day using those hashtags and more. You can go to my Twitter and look at some of my past tweets and see what I interchange them with, but I always keep them around the NFT space. If you're going to tag someone in particular who you want to see your post, I would make sure that they know that you're going to be doing that. So yeah, there are a couple of people who are on Clubhouse who are completely fine with that, but that's at this moment in time as the NFT space continues to grow bigger along with their platform. The platform that I'm talking about is nfts.tips. I'm sure that will get oversaturated. Even with the hashtags, you have to be careful, which is something that we're going to talk about in Instagram when we're talking about getting attention to your NFTs using your Instagram. But you don't want to use a hashtag that has like a million views, because it won't sit on there as long. You want to use a hashtag that is relatively small. The NFT space, still in comparison to most hashtags, is small. One of the things that I'm going to be taking to soon in the next couple of days, or whenever I get back from this trip, will be getting on TikTok and also expanding into Roblox and Fortnite, because I want to have that younger generation, those eyes that are about to step into the adult crypto space. I want to have them familiar with my work, and that's something that I suggest you do too. Even if you're not an NFT artist yet, that's just, you plant those seeds and you start your brand with the future, not with the past, if that makes sense. So back to the hashtags. It's not overly saturated just yet, but you want to stay somewhere. For the tweets, it'll tell you like how many people use that tweet in the last hour. It For NFT art is like 500 to 700. It ranges, which isn't bad, but it is a lot. So okay, for example, when you're scrolling down on Twitter, and here's another thing, you want to make sure that you're following people who are whose work that you love, like genuinely like it. Don't be like, oh, this person has a lot of followers. Like, you want people to rock with you because of you being you. You just don't want to kind of just, I always say be cautious of who you're following. So if you really rock with what they're doing, if they're doing something that you aspire to do, anything close to that, like hit them up in the DMs. Like this is such an awesome community that supports, connection and educating each one another. So hit them up, DM them, comment in their stuff, in their posts. But I would say find 10 to 15 people to start with, who you really rock with. And, you know, sometimes you'll see my point was, sometimes you'll see posts where it says shill your art. I don't know what shill is. I'm assuming show. It's like a slang for show. I don't know. If y'all find out, let me know in the comments below, please. But I see that a lot. Shill your art. Like show it, I guess. And you see people like dropping the link of their NFT and the piece. And so I don't know why, but my camera just cut out. But what I was saying is that, I don't put it if I see like more than 300 or more than 400. Some people will be like, oh, I want to buy some NFTs today. If it's like late in the game, 300, 400, maybe even 200, I'm like, what are the odds that they're actually going to go through and, find a piece, that they connect with, at 400? Because how I see it on my end is that they're not just looking at some dope art, they're looking at the artist. They go check out your name and all of that. So that is one that I should do, is having your profile on both pages set up to where people can easily assess you and go to your and get a feel for who you are. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Twitter, your Twitter setup, your profile picture. I like to keep my profile, okay? I like to keep my profile picture the same on every platform, because it just helps with the recall. You know what I'm saying? People spend 1-2 minutes at a time seeing who you are, not even then 30 seconds, and then they forget. You know what I'm saying? They forget. And you want to keep that consistency. So my profile picture is the same all across the board for all of my profiles, even my Clubhouse profile, so that when they go from the Clubhouse profile, they see the icon, they translate over to Twitter, they'll easily be able to recall who I am. They'll be like, oh, okay, that chick who's always in the NFT room, whatever. So I do that. Then your banner. Right now, I have my banner as the name of my podcast, which I should really change because I'm not really promoting it like that. Like, it's just not on my priority. I still put out basically every YouTube episode that I have. I turn it into a podcast episode. So it's kind of just like, I'll promote it later. So what I'm thinking about doing, what I'm going to suggest that you do, is make it your latest NFT or your favorite NFT. And then I would put in the corner, you can do this on Canva, available on wherever you have put it. You know what I'm saying? It's advertisement in a sense. In your link, you want to put your OpenSea collection link there, or you can use Linktree. So that way, on linktree.com, you can create a link that'll give several links. It'll connect you to several links, but you don't want to do more than 3 because it can overwhelm the viewer and they won't know what to select. So, for example, if you want to use Linktree, you can put your collection link to your NFTs. You can put your your Instagram, and maybe something else. So some form that you want them to see or contact you or something, but no more than 3 because it can get overwhelming. Then again, that's on linktree.com. Then for your bio, you can kind of tell what kind of art you do. This is, I think, the opportunity where you want to pat yourself on the back. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself some props. Like really go in, because you want to leave an impression of who you authentically are and what you do. And you don't want to blend in either. I don't even know what my bio says right now, but I'm going to double check to make sure that it stands out in the most authentic way possible. And if you're being authentic, then you're going to stand out. You know what I'm saying? Because we are uniquely created individuals. So yes, that's a little overview on the bio. What to post on Twitter. Some things that you want to post are things like you want to, obviously, every single time an NFT, every single time you drop an NFT, you post it. You post the meaning behind the NFT. I've chopped it up into several pieces. I've also put the link to my IGTV of the video that I create, sharing the meaning behind my piece. I even, what else? I'll just talk about anything that I'm doing in the NFT space. So, like, one thing that I want to get better at and have done a few times is like when I'm in a clubhouse room, I'll I'll screenshot who's in the room, what room I'm in, and maybe tag a few people if something resonated with me. And yeah, that's I think that's a really good start. I think that's a really good start. I If you have any questions, as time goes on, I would love to update this video, put another one out, because again, this is how it is right now. It's a super speedy space, and things are constantly being developed. This is how you can use Twitter to get attention to your NFT. Next, we're going to talk about Instagram, how to use Instagram to get attention to your NFT, and how to use Clubhouse, how to engage on those platforms, and of course on Twitter too. If somebody likes your work, you go check them out, right? You go check them out. You show them some love, genuine love, right? If you don't really mess with the piece, find a piece that you like. You know what I'm saying? That you love, whatever. I don't know. I haven't ran into that issue because there is so much talent in the NFT space, but I'm trying to give a broad overview of what you might run into, just to let you know that you show love to those that show love to you. I don't care if it's one or two. You treat them well, because that's someone essentially stepping into your space, into your home, saying, hey man, I appreciate what you do. I mess with that. When you connect with someone, when someone connects with your art, job well done. Job well done. Whether they buy it or not, that's a connection. You want to know, it should make you feel good that they really felt something to press that like button. It's bigger than it seems, so show them some love for that. And same thing for comments and retweets and all of that. And I'm gonna leave you with that. Apply that. Let me know how it's going for you. Every interaction counts, and I hope that this helps. Hit me up on Clubhouse at It's Brittany Bell, ITSBRITTNIBELL, and then Twitter, all that jazzery, all the links that are in below. I always check the messages, so let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. And have a great rest of your morning, noon, night, day, whatever time you are watching this. And I'll talk to you later.